what's up, Salty Nut? I tell you one thing, you get a message from a young lady about busting a gut at Salty Nut. If you have the slightest bit of dyslexia, you're like, when and where? And it's, oh, comedy. Oh, yeah, I'd like to do that. You know, you might have noticed I have a bit of an accent, you know. But not to worry, all Cajun people now come equipped with those Swamp People style subtitles. You know, so if at any point during the show there's something that you don't understand, the translation will magically appear in front of me. That's not true. That will not happen. I actually just made that up. You know, having a name like BooDro tends to be a bit of a challenge. You know, one, I come from a place that a show, you know, has made me, you know, made the whole area famous. You know, this show, Swamp People, and then I have the name, and so whenever people hear my name, they're like, oh, do you know any of the Swamp People? And I'm like, oh, well, man, yeah, I know them all. We actually have dinner every Sunday. And they're like, for real? That's awesome. Do you hunt gators too? And it's like, oh, yeah, we hunt gators too. Actually, that's how we graduate high school. You can't even graduate high school till you shoot them. And like, you go to your graduation right there on the side of the stage. They just got a pile of gators, and you shoot them, and then you grab your gator, and you bring it, and you exchange it for your degree. And I get, for real? Yes, for real. Actually, with the success of the show, universities, you can actually get a degree in Swamp People. It's true. I'm actually working on my doctorate. It's titled Shoot 'em, therefore I shoot 'em. If you believe the subtitles, you should believe that too. Having a name like BooDro, like I said, it's a challenge, especially whenever you're trying to pursue stand-up comedy, you know, because you go to open mics and you write your name down. Whenever you write your name down, they go to bring you up on stage, and, you know, basically the closest pronunciation you get is Bowdriacs. Until one night I went to a facility, and whenever I got there, there was somebody taking names for me, and I told him my name, and he goes, oh, I'm going to have to write that phonetically. And my first thought was, what in the hell is phonetically? I don't do so well with big words. And he proceeds to write BOO-DRO with a little line on top of the O. And for the first time, a total stranger said my name correctly. And I was like, T-Boy, taking the names is a grammar genius. And he wasn't a grammar genius. He was actually just grammar. Because the real root of the problem is that South Louisiana makes grammar dummies because they teach their young that E-A-U-X makes the O sound, not a little line. You know, so now that, as long as I put my name on a list that way, now it comes out correct every time. And so I sit there and I still want to be creative, and, you know, so I'm thinking about starting to add a bass clef before the beat, and hopefully the host is an audiophile, and it's like, now coming to the stage, BooDro. It'd be fun for everybody, I think. I'm from the Louisiana coast. I was born into being a hurricane prepper. Hurricane prepper is actually pretty easy. We actually don't start prepping until they declare a state of emergency. That's when we start. I'm going to give you a little lesson on hurricane prepping from where I'm from. You want to take all of your possessions, everything you own, you want to put it on the floor. All your clothes, all your pictures, your TV, take your TV, put it on the floor. If you only have one TV, take a picture of it in the living room, move it to the bedroom, take a picture, move it to the kitchen, take a picture, move it to the closet, take a picture. Through the magic of pictures, you'll gain 12 TVs. Now you got 13 TVs. And you sit there and you're thinking to yourself, like, what kind of prepping is this? And so whenever your flood insurance matches your house note, you're prepping to get paid. Because the floor floods first. You know, that insurance adjuster shows up and, Mr. BooDro, why are all your possessions on the floor? And it's like, well, we was cleaning. And he's like, well, I see the one TV, but you actually have pictures of 13. Where are the rest of the TVs? And it's like, hey, Couillon, there was a hurricane. It took the rest of the TVs. I nearly drowned getting that one. And then he hands you your check, and you're like, yes, midsummer hurricane bonus. Kids, wash your clothes. We're going to use them next hurricane. Beer. You gotta have beer. Beer is an essential survival tool for hurricanes. Not just for the party. It's good for the party. But the thing about it is, Louisiana summer, for 2 days to 2 weeks, you're going to be locked in a house with your family with no power. You need beer to survive that. Because the only way you survive that is to be Cassade. I believe the redneck translation for Cassade is hammer. But I say Cassade because I'm a Coonass. Coonass is actually a real thing. That is a real term. That term was given to my people by the Confederate soldiers during the Civil War. They used that term to describe the Cajun people that lived in the swamp, to describe the way we smelled and the food we ate. The way we smelled, I really don't get, you know, because they said we smelled like the raccoon's ass. I don't know why we got singled out. It's 1865. I'm pretty sure everybody smelled like ass. And then the food we ate. Louisiana is known for its food. It's a delicacy. We're known for our food. Until recently, I was talking with somebody and they're like, oh, whenever you cook your shrimp, do you devein them first? And I was like, oh, the poo string? I was like, no, I don't take that out. I leave that in because that's what the vitamins is. And then I realized I'm bragging to somebody about eating shit. And I'm like, where would I get that? Why would that even be a thought? And so I started thinking about it, and that's what my dad told me. And so I talked to my dad, and that's what his dad told him, and that's what I tell my kids. And I realized that I'm part of a generational lie to get children to eat shit. Now that's my favorite part. I'm a Coonass, but I'm also a ginger. Yeah. I'm actually not supposed to exist. I'm a genetic mutation that doesn't fit the area I'm from. You know, I'm like a Down the Bayou X-Men, but my only superpower is I have no soul. You know, whenever I was born, the doctor's first words were actually a redheaded boo. And that's doctor talk for, you better 23andMe this bastard. I think all those times that you know, my father, he would be at an event, and he's sitting there, and it's like, so Pete, which one's yours? And it's like, oh, you see that olive-skinned, dark-haired, dark-eyed young man speaking perfect Cajun French? Mine's the translucent redhead next to him with no eyebrow. Every time he looked at me, I could just see the disappointment. Who is your daddy? He just asks himself that over and over and over again. I'm from Down the Bayou. It's a really unique place. It's actually pretty awesome. There's things that happen there, and you see and hear things that happen there that happen nowhere else in the world that, you know, seem out of the ordinary for other people. You know, like one of my favorite things whenever I'm down the bayou is catching crabs.
Wait, what kind?
You want to find true love, you make that part of your dating profile. You'll find true love. But I'll go out on a weekend And I will do whatever it takes to make sure before I go home, I got a bushel of crabs. I said bushel, not bushful. You know, so I found the best method is that you want to use your turkey neck. You want to take your turkey. It doesn't really matter if it's a little turkey neck or if it's a big turkey neck that veers left. You take it out and you get it wet enough, eventually you're going to get lucky. And you're going to get those crabs. Thank y'all so much. Y'all have a good night.